Hello everyone. In this session, I would like to discuss about the tuple in Python. First of all, why we go for tuple means it's also like one data structure like list, set, dictionary. If you want to represent multiple elements in a single variable, I have multiple elements I want to represent with a single variable, then you can go with the tuple. So how I can represent all the elements with a single variable means, okay, you should have to know how to create the tuple. We can create the tuple by using this parenthesis. The next one by using the method called as a tuple. By using this method called as a tuple. Now, how we can represent multiple elements in a single variable means, for example, I have 3 players are there. I want to represent these 3 players like this. Represent 3 players. You can give one name for this particular one like a players. Now see, if you want to represent multiple values in a single variable, then you can go with what? Tuple or not. Okay, same like list, but the behaviors are like different. So let me run this. Okay, is it like a valid syntax or not? Open Visual Studio Code. Just create one file called as a tuple.py. Write my players equals to the tuple we can represent by using these braces. Here you can write like a Sachin and Dhoni and Kohli. Now print this. Now print this. Print my players. Run it. How you can run? You can open the terminal. You can run with py is my command. The file name is like a tuple.py is my file name. Now see, you can get all the elements or not. If you want to check the type of these players, yes, you can check it. Print my type of players. If you run this, now see, this is my tuple. My type of that players one is like a class tuple object or not. That means at the time of executing this particular statement, it creates an object for the tuple class. The object name is what? What you mentioned, that is your object name or not. That is what object name. This is one way to create the tuple. The next one, in the tuple, while creating the tuple, is this braces are mandatory? No, it's not a mandatory. It's not a mandatory. Now, can we run without these braces? Will we get the same output or not? Can you check it? Yes. See this? Sachin, Dhoni, Kohli, and my class tuple or not. Class tuple or not. So that without braces or with braces, okay, you can use it. No problem at all. Without braces means just you can put like a comma separated all the values. With comma separated. Comma is required. Comma is mandatory. Otherwise, if you want to follow exact syntax, just better to keep all these elements inside this braces. This is the way we can create a tuple. This is one way. This is one way. The next one is what? By using tuple, by using tuple method. By using tuple method. I have a range of elements there. Okay, you can create 1 to 10 numbers like this. 1 to 10 numbers. 1 to 10 numbers. This is my range. It gives me what? A range object. It gives me a range object. If you want to check, you can check it. Print range object. Yes, it gives me this range or not. It gives me range. Now I want to convert this one into tuple. So how we can convert means my tuple is the method. It's take one sequence object as an argument. Now if you come here, now you can see this. Yes, you created a tuple. That means this range object converted into tuple or not by using tuple method. This is like one more way. Either you can directly use that parenthesis, keep your stuff, keep your elements. This is one way. The next one is like by using the tuple method. Okay, by using tuple method, by passing a sequence object as an argument, maybe range object, maybe list, maybe set, any one of these objects you can pass it. These are the two ways to create a tuple. Okay then. Inside the tuple, can I add same values? Can we check it? My tuple name is like a players. Here I have one player called as a Sachin, another player called as a Dhoni, another player called as a Dhoni. Now print these players, yes. Now run it, yes. Now here I'm going to add, so far these are like string values. Now I added one different value, is a number value. Then the time say this, yes, no problem at all. That means we can pass the same values. That means we can store the same type values, or we can store the different type values or not. Same type values is nothing but homogeneous. Different types of values is nothing but heterogeneous. We can say. So my tuple as well as list also supporting for both homogeneous as well as heterogeneous or not. Same values we can store it, or different values also we can store it. Next one is my tuple allows the duplicate values. Can you check it? Allows the duplicate values. Yes, say this Sachin Dhoni 10 10. Okay, my tuple allows the duplicate values or not. My tuple allows duplicate values or not. Done. The next one, in which order you created the tuple. That means how you place the elements in the tuple, the same way it returns me the elements or not. That means how you inserted, the same order only it is going to return the elements back or not. That means the insertion order is not changed, it's preserved or not. My insertion order is preserved, same like list. Now say this Sachin Dhoni 10 10. Sachin Dhoni 10 10. Okay, how you inserted, in which order you inserted, the same order. Okay, while giving the output also or not, the same order it's followed or not. This is the way we are going to create the tuple. The next one, how to use it. That means how to access the data from the tuple. Okay, if you want to access the data, one is like by indexing, another one is like by using slice method. Okay, one is like by using index, another one is like by using slice. Okay, syntactically how it looks like, let me check. Now players of, I want Sachin, can I add like 0, players of 0 by using index? Yes, you can get the Sachin or not. Okay, if it is like a 2, then that time can we get that value or not? 0 1 2. If you put like 22, is my 22 is there? Not there. Then that time it gives me tuple index out of range or not. Tuple index out of range or not. By using index, we can retrieve the data from the tuple or not. Okay, that index should be in the bounds only. Okay, it is like out of bounds, then the time it gives me the error like this. This is one way. The next one by using slice. Okay, then how you can use the slice syntactically? Okay, like this. Okay, colon you can use it. Colon. So this all the values it's going to return or not. Start with 1. Okay, starts with 1. Ending is not there. Okay, it's not like start, ending is this one. For example, ending is this one, 1 2. Now come here, say this 1 2 starts with 1 0 1. Difference is what? 1 to difference 1, so that one value you can get it or not. Now if you remove this one, if you come here, see starts with 1. No, there is no ending, is nothing but it's going to take all the values or not. It's going to take all the values or not. Okay, here you can starts with 0, ends with 4, for example. Okay, you can get like all the values or not. Here you can give like a step, one by one you want, or one you want me to ignore. Okay, one I want to ignore. Okay, 0 started, Dhoni ignored, and 10. Okay, next 10 ignored, the next value is not there, so that there is no problem at all. So that Sachin 10 is going to be visible or not. Step 4. Okay, step 1 by default value. Okay, if you want to increase the step, you can increase it. This is the way we can retrieve the data by using index as well as by using slice. Another one by using for loop also we can use it. Okay, just you can use like for the value in my players. Okay, here you can print all my players like this. Okay, now you can check it. See this, all the values you can get it or not. All the values you can get it. Now, these are the ways we can retrieve the data. Retrieve the data from the tuple. Now I want to find the nature. Is it like a immutable or mutable? What is immutable? Once my object created, once my tuple created, it's not allow you to do the changes. Okay, state changes, it's not allowed. Okay, that one we can say like a immutable. If it is allowed to do the changes, that one we can say like a mutable. So that can we try to do the changes? I don't want Dhoni, I want to replace with Kohli. So how we can, just can I write like this? My players of, my players of, what is that? My players of Dhoni, players of Dhoni. Okay, it's nothing but one. Can we check? So the print of players of one. What is the value? Can I get it? Is the value can get it? Okay, this is the one. So what is the value? You can get it. Now come here. You can get Dhoni or not. Now I'm going to replace this Dhoni with the Kohli like this, like this. Kohli. Is it allowed or not? Just check it. Now see this. Tuple object does not support for items assignment. That means it's not allowed you to do the changes or not. So my tuple nature is like what? My tuple nature is like a immutable. Immutable. Okay, the next one. How many methods are there inside the tuple? How we can check means first create a tuple. I already created. Okay, this is my tuple. Okay, how many methods are there? Can we check? Print dir is the method inside Python to check the methods inside the class. So just you can use, this is the object of which class? Tuple class, right? You can pass that object. Now can you check it? These many underscore methods are there, just leave it. Okay, there has one method called as a count, there has one more method called as a index. These methods most of the times we are going to use. Okay, count used for what, you know? Okay, the element is repeated how many times? Okay, that count if you want, then you can go with this method. See this players dot count of 10. 10 how many times it's there? It's there like 2 times or not. Okay, if you take like Sachin how many times are there? Okay, it's like 1 time or not. Okay, if you put like SS, is my SS is there? Not there. Then the time, okay, it's like 0 times or not. The next method is like index. The next method is like index. My players dot index of 10. Index of 10. Okay, 10 index is what? 0, 1, 2. My 10 index is like a 2 or not. If you want to find the index of one element, if you want to find the index of one element, then you can go with index method. Such an index is what? Okay, 0. Okay, n, such an n, such an n, extra n added, but that element is not there. If that element is not there, it throws a value error or not. Okay, x is not in the tuple. Okay, this particular Sachin is not there in the tuple or not. These are the methods inside tuple. Okay, that's it. So the final conclusion is you can say like why we go for tuple means if you want to represent multiple elements in a single variable, then you can go with the tuple. You can create the tuple, either you can use directly with these braces or you can use the tuple method. You can retrieve the data, access the data from the tuple by using index, slice, or for loop. My tuple by default nature is like immutable. Okay, the methods inside the tuple is like a count and index. That's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining.